Thank you for joining us on our Family First Life Tri-State Serve the People podcast. We appreciate you tuning in, spending your time to develop and grow with us. Follow us, please, on all our social media platforms at Family First Life Tri-State or FFL Tri-State. We love you. Keep listening, and I hope this information is serving you across the country. All right, everybody, thank you for jumping on with us for our Tri-State Trends podcast. I got my good buddy, David Pyle, future board member, and I mean very near future, like this week. Board member of Family First Life Great Lakes and Hall of Fame producer, has just had a very strong sales career here and has cracked the code on building a business and building something that's growing very rapidly and on pace for a record month. First record week. I mean, look, last month was a record, right, for you guys? Highest yet. Then you came back week 1 of March and smashed your highest week ever. I mean, that used to be your month.
Not many months ago.
That
week would have been the biggest month. Not many ago. Yeah.
So, then you got, week 2 and through 2 weeks in March, where are you guys at as far as family serve?
785 families served in 2 weeks.
How does that feel rolling off the tongue?
I'll tell you what, it feels good because you know that a lot of agents are helping a lot of people and a lot of agents are helping themselves as well. But I think it's a culmination. I mean, Phil. We knew the levee was going to break at some point, and I'm surrounded by partners on our team that are just magnificent workers, magnificent leaders, and can recruit a lot of people into this business. So blessed, very blessed.
Very strong, man. I mean, but this is definitely our trending podcast because if there's anything trending at Tri-State, it's Great Lakes. That's for darn sure. And seeing what you guys are doing is very impressive. But from a leadership standpoint, Dave, as you know, we've watched this thing and the amount of elbow grease it takes, right? And what is some things that you've seen as you've been building this to kind of get it to this level? But then what are some adjustments that you've made and are still making to continue to let it rise?
Yeah, it's a good question because what got us to open the door, which wasn't that long ago, 15 months ago, we decided to just open a door.
Right.
From open a door to you start bringing on a couple people and you're one introduction away from one recruitment away from some certain people that can really shift this thing a certain way. There's different things that need to be tweaked and adjusted at all of these different levels. At all of these. And a lot of times, I didn't know what they were until it happened. Dude, we're getting a lot of people in HCMS. We're getting a lot of people through SurancePay. But then where do they all go? And we got to bring on a new agent success coach to fill that gap from we got them contracted with X amount of carriers to nothing's happening in the field. So that was a big one. And I'll even name drop Kayla right now has been extremely instrumental in getting our agents from, I have some contracts, what do I do with them, to, hey, I'm sitting down with this person, what's the best carrier for them?
Right.
So that was very instrumental. And then I think another piece of it was just getting people contracted quickly. We would bring people on board in a lag. And we all know this. You start, man, I'm with this company. We're going to help a lot of families. We're going to protect and serve. Still waiting. Man, that ad on the newspaper starting to look very enticing. So we had to speed up the contracting game. And that's even more to the point that I think it's AIG, Americo, and American Amicable here are now going to be contracted in 24 hours. 24 hours. That is marvelous for all of us on this call right now because the quicker we can get them in, the quicker we can get them on the phone, the quicker we can get them either telesales, virtual sales, or in front of people, the faster they're going to be protecting people and helping their family, and then that momentum goes quick. We're in an immediate gratification industry. If too much time goes by, it doesn't sound as sweet anymore. So I think it's just getting people contracted in the system and out seeing people quicker was one of the major tweaks we made.
That's huge. It's funny. I reflect, and I don't remember the year, so I'm going to help. I want you to help me. But what year was it that you decided you were going to get an office? I think it was the fall.
It was fall of 2020, so about 15 months ago.
That's crazy.
16 months ago.
I totally remember those. Can you walk us through the conversations that you and I were having and just kind of like, it was almost like, what do you want to do, dude?
Yeah. That was the conversation. that was it. I mean, dude, you're not getting any younger. I say that with love, Pyle. You're not getting any younger. I mean, do you want to still be seeing 30, 35 people a week, all day, every week, or what? What are we doing here, dude? That's the verbiage. What are we doing here? And I think in the back of my mind, you know what the end play is.
Right.
And I was talking about this on a call with another guy yesterday. Procrastination, complacency, laziness. I mean, this is an opportunity at Family First Life that you don't find in the rest of the industry, where you can go out and help a lot of families and take care of your family very well, easily, and mind your own business and stay in your own lane and do very, very well. Mm-hmm. And I kind of got stuck in that for a moment. And then I've told you the story a million times. I had an agent one time say, hey, I'm looking to grow, bring on some agents. Are you going to help me with that? And in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, God. That's what I thought. I didn't want to. I'm doing very, very well where I'm at. Mm-hmm. Not affecting anything. And so of course I told him, yeah, let's get him going. Mm-hmm. He's like, all right, cool. I got 3 guys starting. When are we going to get an office? Mm-hmm. And I remember I called you and I was like, dude, this guy's bugging me to get an office. And you were like, get an office. and then if you got an office, I mean, we got to bring some people in.
Sure.
Then you bring some people in. You got to hire some staff. Then we got some staff. I'm paying them, so I got to work even harder in the field. And then if I'm going to pay them, we got to get some more people in. And then it's funny. I was talking with the guy out here just earlier. We don't know sometimes who we're recruiting until we recruit them. Mm. Because you bring on this guy. This was my story anyways. You bring on this guy, and he does a little bit. But he introduces you to him. He introduces it to him.
It's crazy.
And then they just find out you have an agency. And next thing you know, you're in a conversation, and you're 1, 2, 3, 4 hires away, and you got a bunch of different legs. All of them. I sat back and reflected. The main legs on our team right now started just with a conversation with somebody else.
Right.
Which led to those things happening. So you never know. Just like the home. You don't know what you're walking into. So you treat them all the same.
That's strong.
So...
Very strong, man. Because I'm blown away, and I have a front row seat, to these conversations and what's happening. I mean, we've played this thing very close to the vest and kind of figured out who's going where and how and what, and but still to see the explosion it's beyond words, what words can describe. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think you could really echo that, but from where I sit, my jawbone is being reshaped from the smile on my face, and it's just like, it's so awesome to see. And all of this because what I always reflect on when I think of you, Pyle, is how freaking blessed you are with all that talent in this business, where you can go in and help. You have like a 90% close ratio, and you're one of those people like a Paul McLean or a Rob Richmond, or where you have this ability to just go in and make stuff happen. But then also, you're where you came from. Before you came here, you were a sales manager running teams.
Yeah,
and somehow
I didn't sell a policy for a decade. Not one.
And somehow,
yeah.
But comp will do that. You got into the space of being a great producer, great annuity producer, great life producer, with very few agents. And every day, Mark Mead is scoping, is trying to farm land and looking to see where the crops are going to grow and who has potential to grow crops, right? And, I must have pitched you all the idea of building an agency so many times in the name of, what are you doing with all of this talent. You know, like miffed. So to see it here today, you know, with the leaderboard, the way it's stacked, and you know, you and your group just shooting through, is just, man, I can't explain it properly. But I'm so happy for you, so proud of you. And, dude, we're just getting started. Yeah. The best is definitely yet to come.
It's awesome. You know, I'll tell you one big thing, though. I'll tell you one thing that really started happening was we went to a meeting a handful of months ago down in Florida. And a guy was up speaking, and he said, we really started growing when we started getting way more serious with our agents. Like, if you want to succeed, here's what you got to do. You've got to invest this. You've got to do this. You've got to do this. You've got to do this. And I was thinking, dude, we bring on so many agents and feed them this is easy. You're going to make a living. You're going to crush it. You're going to help 40 families a week. All you got. And I thought, why don't you just be real with these people? That's what's working for him.
Right.
And we started getting very deliberate with agents that this is what you need to do from the forefront. This is how you need to stack it. This is the number of dials you need to make. This is the number of people you need to see. And if you don't do that, we're not mad at you at all. But just don't expect to have what this guy or this lady has if this is what you're going to do. Mm-hmm. And we really started getting agents, I think recently, to treat this like a business. That you're not going to reap the benefits if you don't invest into your business. So we started getting real, very deliberate with agents in regards to this is what you need to do if this is what you want to receive, and it's helped. It's helped a ton. And then they know you're being real with them.
Correct.
You sell them fluff at the beginning, and then you got to get on them later. Well, dude, you were the one who told me it was like
right.
this.
Correct.
So straightforward from the beginning, it works. Now they'll run over fire for you. Yeah. Because you told them to do this, and it worked, and now my family's in this position.
And Family First Life is the best opportunity on the planet, dude. I mean, look, you've had the blessing of working at different IMOs in different structures in this business. A fully underwritten deal, you know, another kind of FEX deal, and some things, lead-based deal, non-lead-based deal. You've been around. You've been in the industry since your early 20s. You know, when you think of Family First Life and the opportunity that you now have to help agents with, based on where you've walked in this industry, what do you think about?
I was talking with the lady from another company that I'd worked at, and I've only worked at 2 other places. Okay. So the original company, like you said, and then a fully underwritten company, until I mistakenly wasn't even looking and found FFL. Mm-hmm. Wasn't even looking. Was looking on social media to try to hire some people, and I got hired through talking to other people. It's marvelous what God does sometimes when you just end up in a certain place. But I was talking to a lady just a couple days ago about the opportunity here. And I said, it's the same deal as where you're at. Just the comp is here, the leads are here, the renewals are here, the training is here, the products are here. And you know what she said? And I love this when a client says it or a recruit. So what's the catch?
Right. I love that. Or it's too good to be true, right?
Here comes the rabbit. Got it. Gotcha. And there is none. There is none. The leads are people who requested information. The comp is what we say it is. I'll show you it. The training is from people out there killing it. The last place I was at, the fully underwritten company, I'm baffled and speechless sometimes when I think about we hired a trainer that we paid X amount of dollars to train our agents, and it never occurred to me that he took this salary because it's more than he was making. So we got a guy training our brand new agents who's making this much money, how to make this much money when he's never done it.
All right.
And the training here is from, and you named a couple people already, people out there who have done it and are still doing it. And the people you see on all these calls and these leaderboards would never ask anybody to do anything that they haven't already done and they haven't already walked through. So when I look at places in the industry And the leads was a big one for me. Leads are what brought me to Family First Life, because Natural Market and Friends and Family and Project 200 List, and we'll help you develop a market. No, really, you're going to get whoever you can find. Is what we can shine it up and make it look good, but whoever you found is what you got. And the leads, I was like, are you? And that's what pushed me back in recruiting a little bit. I thought, John, getting back to see you at 10. Hey, John, about the life insurance, right? No, we're going to talk about wills, which is going to get you over here. It's about the life insurance, right?
Right.
It's unbiasedly, having been somewhere else, when you look at all the factors, comp, leads, training, renewals, bonuses, in both places I worked, Mark, you had to be promoted to be able to grow a team. So if you didn't like me, I could never have a downline. I could never bring agents on board.
Wow.
You had to be promoted. Pete could join us today and say, hey, I'm looking to become an agent. I'm going to bring on 30 guys. Bring them. You're building from day one. So I really honestly feel it's an unmatched opportunity in this industry when you factor a couple of them, let alone all the reasons. And it's just a testament to what Sean Mike built and the number of families that we're protecting now.
Right. Yeah.
The proof is in right there.
It's nuts.
It's crazy. Crazy.
Again, every time I think about, and obviously the longer you do something with sustained excellence, the more credibility, the more revered. Like, the amount of respect I have for Sean Mike is like, another thing I can't really put into words, but I remember in 2014 we did a call, and I mean, it was like one of the first FFL calls. And he's like, I don't know what I don't know, but I do know whatever we don't know, we're going to outwork it. When I think about that, bro, I just get a little emotional because look at where we are. And that's
crazy.
All my man did was what he promised.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, all I know is that if we don't know it, we're going to outwork it. Because he wasn't going to sell us on, we're gonna be the fastest growing, we're gonna be the best IMO, we're gonna be this, we're gonna be that. I know this business front and back. He knew the business as an agent and a little bit as a manager, but he was just tired of getting gouged. And he was tired of seeing agents get gouged. And now 9 years later, this is mantra. This has been the mantra. Save agents, serve families. Serve families, save agents. And that mantra has not died from the moment the company started. So it becomes legend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's the reason why we can go in the pool and recruit anybody we want.
Yes.
Because we're going to pay them more and we're going to help them get to where they want to be in this industry. And that's important. So it's what you're doing, Dave.
Sure.
It's what's happening at Great Lakes. And it's why this thing is exploding. Honestly, you've been extremely selfless with the comp, extremely selfless with training, extremely selfless with resources. I mean, there's times where you're scratching your head up how selfless you've been, but this is what happens.
Yeah.
Now it's reaped a massive harvest that you can't control. And now we got to go pick up the crops. Brother, man, I appreciate you.
Awesome, man. Appreciate all you do.
For getting on with us and sharing with us. Dude, this thing is exploding, and we're just getting started.
Love it.
Thank you, my brother.
Awesome, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
God is good.
Good stuff, man. Keep listening. This is one of the hotter trends of the year. So God bless y'all. Take care.